What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another FC24 video. Today guys, we're going to be talking about, is Team of the Year the worst promo ever? Are they the hardest to pack that they've ever been? What is the issue with the pack odds and a few other bits and bobs today? And there's a lot of moving parts to this, and for me personally, this all stemmed from a tweet that I put out where somebody had tweeted me saying that EA have killed Team of the Year with the insanely stingy pack drop weight, especially for promo cards. I'm so bored and feel like moving on to something more rewarding, like watching paint dry. And when I saw that tweet, I don't disagree mostly that Team of the Years are hard to pack, but I responded just kind of explaining why Team of the Years were hard to pack. I wasn't in one camp or the other. I wasn't defending EA. I wasn't attacking EA. I was just kind of explaining with how easy it is to generate packs this year. It was obviously and absolutely going to go hand in hand with a low Team of the Year drop weight. EA have been handing out fodder packs in FC24 like anything. Enjoy the fodder you get to complete the player SBCs to improve your squad and hope that you get that Team of the Year. And that was kind of like my point on it, because that's what I've been doing, right? On the account that I'm on right now, I've still got 131 packs saved. I haven't really opened many yet because I want icons to be in packs before I open my saved packs. But I've got like 30 83 by 10s, 20 84 by 5s, some 84 by 20s and stuff. And I do expect that I'll pack some Team of the Year icons. Like, even if it's just the worst one, I expect to pack a Mary Earps here or there. I expect to pack some honorable mentions, and I expect to pack a whole bunch of fodder to complete SBCs. And from the tweet that I made, first of all, it was like a little bit like disheartening for me personally, because sometimes I'm like very, very strong in one camp or another, and that either very much resolutes or very much resonates with somebody and their opinion. And sometimes it really doesn't. Sometimes it really goes against the grain with somebody else in their opinion. And on this one, I actually felt like I was in the camp of, I agree with you. Like, Team of the Years are hard to pack. I was just explaining why. I wasn't really saying EA are okay with it or EA should be doing this. And from the conversation that stemmed on X, 4 main topics and 4 main talking points came up, and I want to talk about those. The first one is the pack odds. And people have this overwhelming assumption that EA have like manipulated pack odds to drop the Team of the Year pack weight. And I just, first of all, I just don't think it's true. And the reason why I don't think it's true, and we're going to be bouncing between some images and such here and there. The reason why I don't think it's true is because for the Attacker's Premium Team of the Year pack, the chance of packing an attacker was 1.4%, the chance of packing a midfielder was 2%, and the chance of packing a defender was 5.1%. That was 3 individual packs across the 3 individual drops of the 3 individual positions, right? If you average those 3 out, you get to 2.83, but if they were just like tiny little nuanced differences, it could easily come to the 2.9% that was in packs. Now, what you see with EA, if we go back to the game here, is the way they describe the pack odds is the contents of the packs are dynamically generated and probabilities are verified using a computational simulation. So I don't know how often they update the odds, but as you can see right now, the chance of packing a Team of the Year player is actually 3.7%. So have EA increased the pack odds now, right? If they have, shouldn't we be rejoicing? The reason why I don't think they've actually gone out of their way to manipulate them in a negative sense, or in a positive sense, to be fair, is because I found that it was just an average of the 3 setups. What I think EA should do, and we'll never get this because this in itself, the Team of the Year pack odds or the pack odds in general in themselves, are simply there to appease like what they have to do legally to have these as not gambling, right? What I think they should do is, instead of saying Team of the Year player, say, give the odds of packing a Team of the Year defender, midfielder, and attacker. And I think what you'll then see, or what you would have then saw on Friday when this all happened, is I think you would have saw that the pack odds were the same. And it's just the fact that they've combined everything now that they're different. We can certainly have different theories on whether that's right or wrong, whether that's the way it should be done or not, whether it's even true or not. We can have those different theories. The other thing that I think people didn't take into consideration is there was actually 2 more Team of the Years added into the pool by the way of Pop and Ronaldo. So of course the odds were going to change. Now that they've changed up to 3.7% chance of packing Team of the Year from the exact same pack, the Premium Team of the Year pack was the pack, right? This was the pack that everyone was upset about. But now that they've gone up to 3.7%, are EA giving you a better chance of packing a team of the year? Like, or is it just the fact that it is run from their dynamically generated probability verification simulation, right? That was the first thing that kept coming up. We can absolutely debate back and forth whether or not this is right or wrong, but I don't think it's EA changing the drop weight negatively, because why would they? Like, I think first of all, if they did, why would they show it? Because who genuinely can verify this? No one can. Only the people inside of EA can verify that these pack odds are correct, right? So if they've manipulated the drop weight to 0.5%, it is not impossible for them to take a portion of those verified computer simulations that ignore a massive chunk of the negatives, just for, like, if you, for example, if you flip heads and tails 100 times and you only take like flip number 9 to flip number 31 and use that as your probabilities based on your flips, you're going to have a completely different percentage of heads and tails compared to if you took the whole 100, right? So who knows how these are derived anyway? And it would absolutely be in EA's worst interest as a company that really wants to sell you this pack to say to you openly, hey, we've made this worse for you. It just doesn't make sense for them. So I think people are like misplacing a lot of frustration to something that is ultimately just largely irrelevant, because if they wanted to be weird about it, they could lie, and would they be held accountable? Who knows? Would it even be provable? Who knows? But also, why would they want to say to the people they want to sell thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of packs to, hey, we made it worse for you? It just doesn't make sense, right? And if you're the sort of person that saw that pack weight drop and then still thought, yeah, I'm going to spend that money anyway, they've got you, right? So that was the first thing. And again, I'm not in EA's camp here. And I think one thing that kind of got misconstrued from the tweet is I'm not in EA's corner with this. I'm just explaining how I see it, rather than I'm not even on the fence. I absolutely agree that this sort of thing should just be clarified way more. And I think EA should be held accountable and should be expected to show us the odds of packing, at least in this instance with Team of the Year, every single individual Team of the Year player. Because even when it comes to just attackers, and this is why I think people's frustration is misplaced, because back when the attackers pack was there and you had a 1.4% chance of packing a Team of the Year attacker, do you think that was Mbappe? Because it wasn't. That was Sophia Smith or Sam Kerr. It wasn't Mbappe or Haaland, because the chance of you packing a Kylian Mbappe is probably 0.01%, versus the chance of you packing a Sam Kerr is probably the bulk of the 1.4%. So I do think that for something like Team of the Year, we absolutely should have an individual breakdown of each card, each item, and what your odds are of packing that. And it would be so easy for EA to just make this screen here have drop-down menus for the things. So, you scroll down to Team of the Week player, you click on it, and it opens up the list of all of the Team of the Weeks with the probabilities next to it. Team of the Year opens up the Team of the Years with the probabilities next to it, and so on and so forth, right? So that was the first thing that kept coming up. The second thing that kept coming up was Team of the Year prices. And now Team of the Year prices for me, when you look at the Team of the Year, some of these prices are wild. Messi at 9 million coins. Haaland at 7.5 million. Mbappe extinct. Can you believe it? Okay, they've changed his price range now. Van Dijk was extinct. He's now 11.4 million. Even players like Hernandez and Frimpong, 3 million and 4.2 million. Previous years, absolutely agree. Frimpong would have been a million maybe, 1.3, 1.4. And so why are they so expensive? But then when you look at the whole collective, and this is where I kind of don't understand people's massive frustrations. You've got Mary Earps, 140k. Okay, small. She's probably one of the worst goalkeepers because of her height. You've got Honor Battle at 1.4 million. Archawi at 1.9 million. You've got Millie Bright at 700k. You've got Oberdorf at 800k. You've even got Team of the Year attackers, strikers, both of whom are very, very good with good play styles, good skill moves, weak foot, etc. 1.6 million and 2.1 million. It's not like they're impossible to get hold of. I do appreciate fully that the mentality and the mindset was and is, there's two sets of players in packs now, they should be easier to pack. And yet not only do they feel harder to pack, they feel like they're more expensive. The first things first is, the reason why I think they're more expensive is because of the packs that I've got saved, like just obviously my own personal packs here. The packs that I've got saved, they are all untradeable, right? All untradeable. So even if I pack one, I can't sell it. It just goes in my club. Then if we look at the promo packs, we have got a tradable pack that nobody's buying, another tradable pack that nobody's buying, a tradable pack that probably nobody's buying or even getting Team of the Years out of. Let's go to the big packs, right? We've got a pack that gives you a 3.1% chance of a Team of the Year player and a 27% chance of a Team of the Year honorable mentions player. It's untradeable. We have got the Elite Team of the Year pack, which gives you a 5.8% chance of a Team of the Year player, which is actually quite a big chance of a Team of the Year player out of a pack. Yes, it's expensive, and I wouldn't suggest going and buying it, but it's untradeable. We've got the Premium Team of the Year pack. It's untradeable. We've got the Iconic Icebreaker pack, which isn't anything to do with Team of the Years, but it's untradeable. We've got this Iconic Encore pack. It's untradeable. So it goes without saying that when you take your rivals rewards and you take double the rewards because you want double the rewards and you take them untradeable instead of tradable, everything you pack you can't sell. All of the store packs are untradeable. And this year, and this is one of those things where I actually feel like I complained about this a lot over the last 2 or 3 years, and it seemed to just fall on deaf ears. And then we just get on with it, right? Because it becomes normal. But everything you get now, it's all untradeable. And then the only thing that offers something tradable back is like the League SBCs, and they've nerfed those into the ground. The other thing that you can get back that gives tradable rewards is marquee matchups, and they've nerfed that into the ground. So everything you can get that gives you a significant chance of packing something of value is untradeable. So for me personally, it absolutely makes sense that player prices of Team of the Years are going up and going up and going up, because the tradable supply of them is absolutely minimal. Because who's got tradable packs? I genuinely think like the kind of best, most appropriate place for you to get tradable packs is Foot Champs, and all you get from that, other than like the 85, well, like, let's presume that you don't get rank 1 and 2 because most of us don't. But all you get from that is your 50k pack, your 100k pack, or your ultimate pack, and then the other thing that you get from that is if you finish high enough, you will get like this 85 plus rare gold player pack will be tradable. And then if you finish in rank 5, I think it's an 85 by 2, and it's tradable. But the supply of tradable like content is at an all-time low, which has a massive impact on the price of Team of the Years. And it's really clever from EA. And again, this isn't me saying that it's right or that it's the way it should be, but it's just clever from EA because they're giving people what they want, which is an insane amount of packs to open, but they're controlling the narrative with it still because it's all untradeable. So the only thing you can do with it is either throw it away, use it in your team, but obviously if it's terrible, you won't, or use it in another SBC. And they're your options, right? And it's probably going to carry on going down this path. And I wouldn't even be surprised if in the next year, 2, 3, everything's untradeable. I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe it won't happen, but if it did happen, I wouldn't be surprised. The other thing that came up a lot was fodder prices. And because I said, enjoy your fodder, and people are saying, what fodder? Like, you can't get any fodder. And I first of all, just disagree. I actually find it ridiculously easy to get fodder at the moment. My fodder at the moment, in fact, I'm waiting for an SBC that I want to put fodder into because I have got an insane amount of basically everything, and I'm waiting for that William Saliba before I put this into it. And because of the amount of fodder I'm getting, and I'm not even opening my big packs yet, I'm saving for when icons are in, but because of the amount of fodder I'm getting, I've got so many exchange packs as well because I keep putting the duplicate fodder in exchange packs. But there was a big issue with one person made the statement they finding it ridiculously difficult to get the 88s, 89s to complete a squad of Zico. And I want to explain why, right? And I don't want to sound like I'm going to sound when I say this, but it's obvious why high-rated fodder is hard to pack. And the reason why high-rated fodder is hard to pack is because they're all in packs as special cards. We've got Team of the Year, Team of the Year, Team of the Year, Team of the Year, Team of the Year honorable mention. Benzema's just a regular gold card. Team of the Year. Lewandowski's a regular gold card. Team of the Year. Courtois' a regular gold card. That's 3 in the first page that are still gold cards. Team of the Year, still a gold. Still a gold, I think. Team of the Year honorable mention. Team of the Year, honorable mention. Team of the Year, Casemiro's a gold card. We're now up to 5 cards, guys. Maybe 6. 6 cards from the first 20 are not specials. And then when we go through the rest of the 89s, Team of the Year. No, actually, Morgan had an SBC, didn't she? So she'll be still in there. Hegerberg's still in there. Team of the Year honorable mention. Ter Stegen's still in there. And then you go down to the 88s. And even in the 88s, you've got Team of the Year honorable mention. Team of the Year with Pop. Honorable mention with Edison. You've got Renard's a Team of the Year. Smith's a Team of the Year. Bernardo Silva's got a Team of the Year honorable mention. We've got... and then we're down to the 87s, which I don't think anyone's complaining about packing. That they're really easy. So when you actually look at the high-rated fodder, an insane amount of it, well over half of it, is in packs of special cards. So it goes without saying that they are just going to be harder to pack, right? And again, this isn't me kind of like defending EA in any way or anything. It is just the truth. they are just harder to pack. It's harder to pack high-rated gold fodder because a lot of it does not exist right now because they're all in packs as Team of the Years. The thing that you can do about it, though, and this is what I said. This is where I said, and this is where I think I don't know why it rubbed people up the wrong way because it wasn't intended as like a slight at anyone or anything. But genuinely, right now, right, you have access to some of the best players in the game via SBCs. So the last thing I want to show you guys before explaining through it and getting out of here, because I've already waffled on way more than I thought I was going to, is this team that you're seeing right here is an SBC team that is live and active right now. All of these players are available via SBCs right now. Eusebio is one of the best cards in the game still. Sauer is insane. Cafu is one of the best fullbacks in the game. Davies is insane. Bruno Fernandes is insane. Henry is insane. Zidane I've seen mixed reviews about. I personally really like him. Hullet is insane. Maldini is insane. And these are just the SBCs. This isn't including maybe some Evo cards that you've got. Maybe the Player of the Month Mbappe that you already did that you've got. Maybe an icon that you hit out of an icon pick that, you know, transcends Thierry Henry. Maybe you managed to get Pele, and so you've got him instead. But this right here, people say, what do I do with all this untradeable fodder? This is it. Like, because if you're struggling to pack a Team of the Year, but you built like 300, 400, 500 packs, and you're frustrated because you didn't pack a Team of the Year, this is what's on offer for you. This is what you can get with that duplicate fodder. And a lot of people throw away a lot of cards because they don't really know what to do with it. And I think, again, for a lot of it, that's like what EA want, because the more you waste, the more likely you are to go and dip into the store and spend money. But it's absolutely ridiculous how much is available compared to ever before. Like, when it comes to the understanding of what you can actually get, right? If we look at live right now, this Team of the Year Champions bonus even offers, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it, but 81 by 11s, 84 by 4s, 81 by 11 for completing it. The Team of the Year Completionist, just for playing every day, gives you an 84 by 4, gives you an 85 by 3. The Upgrade Completionist, just for completing SBCs. Last year, we never had something like this. This year, you're getting an extra 83 by 20. And yeah, I completely understand that from that 83 by 20, you might only get, you know, maybe a couple 87s, maybe an inform, and you're like, well, what do I even do with this? And that's where you've got to try and figure out what it is you want in your team that's not a Team of the Year, because the likelihood of you packing a Team of the Year is going to be slim. So what SBCs do you want to do that are going to improve your team? And the SBCs that are here, I mean, we've even got that Kante that wasn't in that image that you could go and do. Even if you think they're good value or not, they're there, right? And so it's never, ever, ever been easier to generate packs in this game. We've never had as many untradables as we have now in this game in terms of packs. And those two things alone are why it seems like it's a lot harder to pack Team of the Years, because you are opening way more packs than you ever have and you're not hitting them. And the truth be told is you're probably not hitting them. This is what I explained in the tweet. the truth is, yeah, I actually think that it will be harder to pack Team of the Years comparative to previous years because you expect more because you've got more packs. But the reason why you've got more packs is because EA have given you more packs. And the correlation of I've got more packs, therefore I've got a better chance to pack a Team of the Year is there. But the reality is the fact that you're opening far more makes it incredibly frustrating that you're not hitting the Team of the Year cards. I just think that if you're a free-to-play player, I think hitting a Team of the Year card should be looked upon as a very, very good added bonus and not as an expectancy. And I'm in the same boat, right? Now, I actually have packed one Team of the Year honorable mention, not a Team of the Year proper. I packed Valverde yesterday. He's the only one I've got. I haven't hit a single Team of the Year icon, not a single Team of the Year. He's the only player that I've got, Fede Valverde, Team of the Year honorable mention. And he's one of the more expensive ones, so that's pretty cool. But honestly, he's a side grade to my team. He doesn't really upgrade my team very much. I already had Zidane in there, 6-1, half a dozen, and the other with those two players. But as a free-to-play player, it has genuinely never been easier to get a very, very good team. The problem is, and this is where I think people get extremely frustrated with the game, and again, I would like to reiterate, rightfully so, right? This is where people get extremely frustrated with the game, is that it's never been easier to get a really good team, but it has literally never, ever been harder to get the best team. And EA want that because they want you to get to that 95, 96, 97% team, and they'll be like, oh, let me just go and buy one store pack, see if I get that Team of the Year. That's what they want, right? They're absolutely all about that because that's how they're making their money. That's how they're selling their packs. The issue with like where people are is that people think that you're in, like the term entitlement comes up, but it's not meant in a way that, again, that it sounds, but people feel like they're entitled to have a Team of the Year. And a lot of the tweets that were coming at me yesterday were, you know, if I spend X amount of hours on this game, I deserve a Team of the Year. That's just not the way this game does work or has worked ever. And if that's what you think this year out of nowhere, like, it really is one of those things where it's like you've kind of like misaligned your understanding of how the game works. Just because you saved 100 or 300 or 500 packs, you are not deserving of a Team of the Year. And yeah, you've got a way better chance of getting a Team of the Year in a store, but that's how they make their money, right? And again, that's not me backing EA. That's me just explaining the situation. I obviously would love it to be different. I would love to have Team of the Year cards in my team. And I do think that EA would do well to have like a guaranteed Team of the Year upgrade pack. Completable just one time, make it massively expensive, and just let people farm towards it. Put all of this fodder in that they're getting and stuff. And most likely, if we had a guaranteed Team of the Year upgrade pack, everybody would still be upset because they're all getting their Mary Earps or their Honor Battles or their, you know, Allisons that nobody really wants. But at least you would be guaranteed a return for your time. And I think that's what people get like the most frustrated in. Myself included again, right? Myself included. Like, there's a lot about this game that I don't like with the way that like you can play and play and play and get rewarded massively. But once you've hit the cap of what EA deem acceptable for you to earn, you can play infinitely more and earn effectively nothing. So I'm not saying that it's like a great thing what they're doing. It's just what they're doing, right? But I do think it would behoove EA very much so to give us a guaranteed Team of the Year so that people can feel like they are winning. And that's it. Like, it won't change the reality. You still won't have Mbappe's and a Haaland Team of the Year. You still won't be able to afford them. You still won't pack them. But at least you'll feel like you've got the chance. And guaranteeing you a Team of the Year, I don't know. I don't know if it's the right thing or the wrong thing. But anyway, for today, guys, that's going to be it. Again, I would just, I suppose I'd like to end on the fact that I'm not in EA's side here. I think the way that they've changed this game over the last few years is horrible. I hate how easy it is to get a good team and how hard it is to get the best team. As somebody that runs Road to Glories and runs free-to-play side of things purposely every year, one of the things that was always enticing in previous years and previous Road to Glories was the idea of, hey, let me just trade for a few days. Let me just save for a few weeks. Then I can buy Team of the Year Modric. Now I'm like, I can't buy Team of the Year. I don't even know, like De Bruyne. He's like 6 million coins. I can't get to 6 million coins. Like, he's out of my reach. He's out of my capability. And that's somebody that plays the game an insane amount. I'm not agreeing with what EA have done, how they've gone about the game, how they've gone about Team of the Year. I'm just explaining what they have done. So please don't like shoot the messenger. This is just my opinion on what they've done and why things are the way that they are. But I just wanted to address it because the Twitter thread blew up a little bit yesterday with a lot of like comments here, there, and everywhere. And I thought it was important to clarify certain situations and certain things. And I think it's important for us as like people that play this game to really accept and acknowledge the fact that Team of the Years aren't there for everybody. They have always been hard to pack every single year. This year is no different. People just think differently because they've got more packs. But they've always been hard to pack every single year. And this year's no different. So, like, in my personal opinion, you shouldn't be like banking on packing a Team of the Year. You should be banking on the fact that all the fodder and the fodder packs that you've got will go towards building an SBC that you really like, or, you know, hopefully packing an honorable mention that will help you, or completing some SBCs to get some tradable packs back to buy the evolution that you want, something like that. That's how I play the game, and that's how I think other free-to-play players should be looking at the game. But I'd be interested to hear your thoughts down below, guys. Thank you as always for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.